Hey man, say man, you already know what it is. The big boss. Y'all know the rest. Hog. Boss dog K-Po through the door. Here to talk this boxing. Welcome my soliloquy. Until times don't last, cause people do to knock yourself. Caught him in the violin, made me mad at peak game. Peak game made it folks on one swing. Y'all know what this is. We clutched up. We clutched out. You know they're talking about that boxing. But before I get into the main entree, the main dish, gotta introduce our second host. Salute to all our soldiers. Future Hall of Famer. Future pro coach. Brody on the hustle, aka Coach B. Let them know how you doing, man.
Hey, what it is, folks? Y'all know what it is. K-Po just hit y'all over the head with it. Pause, no freakies in full effect. We clutched up. We clutched out. Y'all know we're here to talk about. Y'all know what I'm finna tell y'all next. Hey, God, wake y'all up. He put breath in y'all body. Everything else is extra. Get up, do you, take care of the family. With all that being said, I'm gonna pass it back to K-Po. Go ahead and continue the show. Let's let them know how we flow. And before we continue, just know my man K-Po still doing it. He under the weather. He's still pushing through. We still gonna deliver a great podcast for y'all. But go ahead, K-Po. Floor is yours.
Ready. So we had a series of fights yesterday. I gotta say that was one of the best cards I've seen this year. Mr. Turkey Yellow Sheep, who got his hand on his meat under that sheep, pause. Uh, delivered a good fight card yesterday, man. We're gonna start off with Abdullah Mason versus Sam Noakes. Um, great fight. Abdullah Mason is a new champion. Coach, let everybody know what you saw and what you think about the fight.
First and foremost, again, congratulations to Abdullah Mason. He's a champ. We all seen this coming. And if you didn't, you thought it was gonna be something other than I don't know what y'all been watching. I don't know what y'all been thinking. But it is what it is. The time is here. The time is now. Abdullah Mason is now a champion. As far as the fight, what I seen, I called it. Well, we called it, in our previous episode, in our pre-fight predictions. The fight went as planned. Abdullah Mason put together a straight massacre. It was nothing Sam Noakes could do to, definitively put himself in the conversation to be in contention to even be thought about winning that fight. It was an onslaught. It was a slaughterhouse. 12 rounds straight went to Abdullah Mason. The only thing I would say on behalf of Abdullah Mason is I would like to see him get to the point now where he's going to take that next step forward. Now that you hold a belt, that I think he needs to work on slowing things down, dialing back a little bit. You got a guy in front of you. You're not knocking him out. Yes, you're beating him to sleep, but at the same time, there's a lot of risk versus reward in certain situations. And in this fight, I believe Abdullah Mason could have got Sam Noakes out of there before the final round, but at the same time, he didn't dial it back. And this is another thing I want to talk about. This will be a different episode, but some fighters don't know when to tap into their fundamentals. Sometimes it don't take all of that extra grit, all that extra fight, all that extra unnecessary stuff to get a guy up out of there. Once you've watched the guy for 8 to 9 rounds straight, and you ain't knocked them out, finish it differently. Go to your fundamentals, box a little bit, save yourself. You up 9 rounds to nothing. What are you still going in there in the firefight, causing more harm and more damage to yourself? Putting yourself in harm's way by taking unnecessary punishment. At that point, you done beat them 9 rounds straight. The last 3 rounds, going there, show some class, show some fundamental skill set, show some, you know, professionalism, and just box. Finish it out nice and smooth. Don't go in there and take away from your lifespan in the sport of boxing. Just dial it back, scale it back, take your time with it, and just finish them off. Nice, calm, cool, and collected. And outside of that, I have nothing negative to say about Abdullah Mason and his performance. Sam Noakes, I called it, we called a spade a spade. He's a one trick pony, but he's a good one trick pony. But that wasn't going to be enough to beat Abdullah Mason, and we knew that from the jump. So with that being said, that's all I got. What you got, K-Paul?
Uh, Abdullah Mason made that fight harder than what he needed to make it. I believe he should have stayed on the outside, utilized his jab, and really just went turned Sam Noakes. You know, Sam Noakes was coming forward. You could have turned Sam Noakes to create an angle, and you could have just stayed long and stayed on the outside and outboxed him. Um, there were times where Abdullah Mason hurt Sam Noakes, and he didn't have the IQ to slow it down and really pick his shots to finish Sam Noakes. So it was just inexperience from a young fighter. Um, I think the fight was further apart than what the judges were saying it was. You know, they were saying it was close. I didn't have it close, in my opinion. But at the same time, Abdullah Mason made it tougher than what it needed to be. So this is a lesson learned for him, and I think that he'll continue to develop and grow as a fighter. Let's pump our brakes though on him fighting Shakur and all them. Um, let's just pump our brakes. Let's let him get the experience first, and then go from there.